Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch App Reviewers. In this video, I have a super highly requested video. This is another top 5 Mac apps that I use all the time, so let's get right into this. As you guys know, we posted a video back in January of our top 5 apps, and we have 5 more new apps that we want to show you guys. And just as a disclaimer, I will be doing a full What's on My Mac video pretty soon, so if there's something you see maybe in the background that you want to know more about, just drop a comment down below. I'll be sure to point it out. Now, the first app I want to show you guys is called DockMate, and it is right here. So this is actually hidden in the background right now. And what it's doing is it's giving me something similar to a Windows experience when I hover over an icon in the dock. So let's use Safari as an example because I use Safari all the time. So I've got a window open here with 2 tabs, but I want to see what other windows I have open. Now I could right click on the icon down here in the dock and it would pull those up, but this is a much better way to do it. You just hover over Safari and it will show you all the different windows you have open, and you can click easily on any one of them and pull it right up. You can easily switch back to the other one right away. There is no friction between this. It is just super easy to use. There's a couple preferences, which I'll show you real quick, and I have to quickly click on this because it's only going to open for 30 seconds. So let's click on that. There we go. So we can check for updates, go to preferences. Let's hop into preferences. I think this program cost me like 15 bucks. The problem with it is that the developer may have abandoned it. I'm not entirely sure. But there are a couple bugs, especially with Spotify. So for example, if I hover over Spotify, it's blank right now. Unfortunately, I'd have to restart my computer, but it typically can show you your player as well as the artwork, which is really cool. Now, this is very similar to HyperDock, which is right here, but that one has not been updated in forever. And I just want to let you guys know, every single one of these apps, I did extensive battery testing on my Mac to see what the CPU usage was, the memory usage, the energy usage, all of this. And HyperDock was using quite a bit of energy. So I ditched it, I went with DockMate, and they both have their flaws, but so far I'm really liking this. I wish the developer would update and fix some of the bugs, but hey, it is what it is. It works great for what I need it for. I did email the developer about something that I wanted changed. Like when I switch between these, I don't like how they jump around into different spaces, and I didn't get a reply. So take that for what you will. I like the program. But let's move on to the next one. The next one has a very active developer, and they replied to me within like 5 minutes. Big shout out to them. So here is Solver 3, and this is one of the coolest apps that I have used. You can basically throw any equation into this thing and it can tell you the answer. So it can convert money, it can convert time, it can convert dates. So I could say today plus 8 days, and it tells me June 5th. I've been going through trying to find something that would throw this off, but it just seems to pull everything, and it's super useful. You can create more than one sheet, so this is just this one right here, but you could essentially replace the Apple Notes app with this if you do a lot of conversions or something like that. So as you guys can see, this actually tallies up all of the amounts right here. So realistically, if you were going to do a bunch of these different equations, I mean, if you want to get a total tally, you can do that, but the best thing to do would be to create a new sheet. So let's just do 5,000 CRC, which is Costa Rican money, to USD. Let's do plus 700 euros. And now it's converted it to euros to USD. Let's switch it back. And there we go. Now we've got that total down there. As you guys can see right here, 758. If I make a new line and then I do, let's say I just got paid in Philippines pesos. So I would do 600,000 Philippine pesos to USD. And you guys can see right here, it has added everything up right here. You can also do time. So let's do time in Doha. Boom, 11:32 p.m. Super cool, super powerful. You can do complex equations, you can do conversions. There's seriously so much you can do in this that I cannot cover it all because I don't even use half of it. They have a full FAQ on their website that goes over all the different commands. Now, the best part of Solver 3 is that you don't have to open this program up just to do these conversions. You can do them straight through Alfred, which is our third app. Alfred is a super powerful Spotlight replacement. So if I press Command space, Alfred pops right up. Same as Spotlight pretty much, except way more powerful. And Solver 3 implements itself perfectly with Alfred. So just as an example here, the modifier key is U. So if I do U space and then 5 plus 5 gives me 10. I can press enter to copy it. Or let's just say I want to know the price of Bitcoin. I could just do 1 BTC to USD and boom, it tells me the price right away. Or I could do time in London. Boom, got it. Or I could do today plus 100 days. September 5th. Or I could do time here plus 18.5 hours. And it tells me May 29th at 11:05 a.m. This thing is amazing. This is going to segue me perfectly into my next app, which is Alfred, but I have to give a huge shout out to Solver because this is so useful. I literally use this multiple times a day. Solver 3 is 100% worth the price. Again, big shout out and thank you to the developer for sending it out free for review in this video, but I am recommending this to all my friends. It is so useful and it works great. So check it out, guys. Again, links to all these apps down below, but let's segue into Alfred. So I'm going to open up Alfred right now. These are the preferences. And as you guys can see, it looks crazy. But realistically, all you need to know is this is Spotlight, but with more features. Quick background about me. I use Spotlight all the time. I needed something faster. Alfred is faster. I bought the power pack. I think it's like $60 for a lifetime license, but it's definitely worth it. You can track your usage right here. You guys can see I use it all the time. You can literally type, google.com and it will go pull it right up. I can type in test and it will Brave search it for me because I have that set up. But I do have Google as well if I need it. I've got snippets, so I could type PO box and I've got my PO box right there. It will autofill it for me because I get emails every day asking for me to review products, and I just send them the snippet. Makes it so easy. There's so much you can do. Definitely go watch other people's videos on this. You guys can see here I've got a workflow for Solver. The modifier is you and it can do all that stuff. This is just, I can't go through all of it right now. I have a custom theme on mine to make it this nice purple color. If you are considering using Raycast, which a lot of people have been recommending for some weird reason on YouTube all of a sudden, consider this. I noticed every time that I moved my mouse around on the screen, Raycast would use 2 to 3% of my CPU. But if I stopped moving my mouse, it would stop using CPU. Something kind of creepy I noticed. So Alfred does not have this issue. I haven't noticed Alfred to be creepy in any way. I totally trust this program. You just have to be careful with the workflows. Make sure you get ones that you trust. But Alfred does not kill your battery. It hardly uses any resources, which is insane to be honest with you. Raycast creeped me out with the weird usage whenever I moved my mouse or did anything because I monitored these things for like hours. Alfred did not do any of that. And not only that, but it hardly used any power, like I said. Super recommend Alfred. Check it out. All right, guys, next up is Bartender 4. So if you're wondering how my menu bar is so clean, I actually hide some of the icons. Now, my MacBook has a notch because it's one of the new ones and stuff gets stuck behind that, and that bothered me. Bartender seems to do the job really well. As you guys can see, I just click up here, it pulls it right down. I can see everything that's going on right now. These are all icons that I want to be there. And then these are the hidden ones that I don't really need to know. But something cool about this that the other free programs that do this can't do, which by the way, one free one that I know of is it's called Vanilla. It can do the same thing as Bartender, but Bartender has way more features. So for example, when my time machine runs, it will pop up in my menu bar to let me know it's running. But when it's done, it goes right back down here. Wi-Fi will only show if it's not connected. Let me show you some of the cool stuff this can do. So I'm gonna open up Bartender from Alfred, just like I do everything else. And here we go. Tons of different customization things. You can change to a dot up here if you want to see that, so you can click on that to get to these. But personally, I don't use that. I have mine to start at login. Yeah, you guys can read through the rest of these on your own. You can change the sizes and spacing, crazy stuff. But let's go into menu bar layout. So here are the things that I want, and then here are the hidden things. New menu bar items appear to the left. So you guys can see you can add spacers, make it look exactly how you want. Very cool. Show for updates. So you can create your own, but these are the ones that are built in. Personally, like I said, time machine, Wi-Fi, it'll only show when it needs to be. You can even add in hotkeys and other things. I do not use any of that. This works perfectly fine for me. Big thank you and shout out to Bartender developers for sending a code out for this free for this video. So I do appreciate that. But Bartender 4 does not break the bank at all. And there are free trials of most of these apps, so you can just, check it out, see if you like it. Not a whole lot to say here. It just works. It just does what it's supposed to do. It hides what I want and it looks great. So highly recommend Bartender 4. All right, guys, next up, we're going to take a look at a program called Things 3. So I set out to find a better system than using the Apple Notes plus reminders. Now, this is going to come down to personal preference here and what you're willing to spend. Things 3 is very expensive. I'm going to just put that out there right now. The iPhone app is 10, the iPad app is 20, and the Mac app is 50. So $80 all in plus tax. It's a lot of money if you want it everywhere. I have to give a big thank you and shout out to Things developers for sending it out free for review for this video. But let's go over some of the features and why so many other YouTubers talk about this program and why they love it. So when you open it up, you can quickly and easily add a note. So say you open it up, you're on the inbox, you hit the little plus button. You can use keyboard commands as well. I can just do test and boom, I've got a to-do. Now you're not supposed to keep items in this inbox. You're supposed to drag and drop it maybe to today. So you guys can see it just got moved. So I can click on today. So there it is right here in the today view. Now, something that's pretty cool is that this does implement well with your calendar. So you guys can see I've got a friend that has got a flight. So that is really cool to see. Now let's go ahead and check this off. Let's say I did the test. You guys can see the animations look great. That little cloud icon pops up over here, letting you know that it just synced to the cloud. So your phone and everything else is going to be up to date. So let's drill down into this Venus flytrap, health and water. So I have a Venus flytrap. I'm trying to grow it. So I've got this reminder to check on it every day, make sure it looks good. I can easily make this repeat. I've got a reminder set for 5 p.m. today. I can add notes down here as much as I want. You guys can see. I can add a tag. I don't use tags, but if you did, you can organize that way. Down here, you can add a checklist. So let's just say I needed to first check the leaves and then, I don't know, water it, something like that. And then you could check these mini items off here. And then once you're done with that, check the whole thing off, it goes away. Now let's uncheck that real quick. You've also got deadlines. So these are for hard stops. So let's just say today is the hard stop. It will give you a red banner right here, letting you know, hey, you better do this. It's due today. For any time, you can put anything that you want to get done at any point in time. You don't have a set date. So you guys can see I've got some lifting, walking, rebranding YouTube channel, some of these videos, which you may have already seen. I actually already did those. Top 10 Mac apps video, stuff like that. And just like that, there's also someday, which is basically the same thing, stuff you want to get done someday. Logbook is everything you've done. Trash is everything you've thrown away. I've got a work folder here. I got nothing in it right now for the video, obviously. Then I've got personal. I'm not going to click on that. Then I've got YouTube. This is an area and this is a project. So this area contains these projects. So I can create a new project or a new area and go from there. So the top 10 Mac apps video. So curate the apps, blah, blah, blah. You guys can see these have these little notepad icons next to them. If you double click and go drill into it, you guys can see I added notes. So that's just something you can do. Looks nice. As you check these off, this little icon up here will slowly fill up. And once you're done, you can check the whole thing off. Boom, the whole thing's done, just like that. Super easy, and that's the whole point of it. There is a quick way. If you press Control Space, you can quickly add a to-do. Hi, YouTube. Boom, it goes straight into your inbox right there. The main issue with that is you do have to have this open in the background to be able to use that shortcut, which sucks. But I think you might be able to put it in Alfred and stuff like that. So for me personally, this has not replaced reminders. I thought it would, but the reminders app on the phone is a little more, just more of what I need and the way that I work. But this is great for projects. So I will probably continue to use it for different projects, but just for reminders like, hey, go to the dentist, hey, do this, do that. For day-to-day things, I'll probably stick with reminders and my notes app, but this is great for, in my opinion, projects. So use it how you want. There's no real free trial, I don't think, for this. So you kind of have to just watch videos on YouTube and hope that you like it. Definitely do not start with the Mac app. Start with the iPhone app because it's the cheapest at 10 bucks. Maybe wait for a sale. I'm not sure if they do sales, but yeah, do what I did. Watch a lot of videos. If you have a workflow that already works, don't switch. But if you're looking for something and maybe reminders and notes is just not cutting it, check this one out because I could see this being super useful. Now, what the heck kind of video would this be if I didn't have a bonus for you guys? And that is CleanShot X, which is not something I ever thought I needed. I really don't need it, but it adds so many cool features to screenshots and video recording. Right now, this is being recorded on CleanShot X, and I think it looks really good. It shows my click markers, what I'm clicking right now, so you guys can see. If I do Command N, you guys can see right there, it shows everything. It's really cool. I like CleanShot X a lot. Let's see if it'll open while I am recording. Yes, it does. Cool. So up here, this is it right here, and it is currently recording. Here are some of the settings. So if I took a screenshot, I don't know if I can do this while I'm recording. Okay, so it pops up down here, but I have it set to automatically save to my desktop, which is hidden right now. But it definitely saved there. I just have that hidden me app hiding all my stuff, but it saves straight to my desktop, has that little icon. I can mark it up straight from there. So let's just say I wanted to edit. I can pull it up here. I can blur out part of it. Like if that was explicit, there we go. I can annotate it. I can draw on it. I can do all kinds of stuff. Super powerful stuff. I love this app. I'm really liking even this recording because I can do so much with it. Let's just say I had 100 different windows up, Spotify, Brave, everything, but I wanted just a screenshot of this right here. When I take a screenshot, it will blur everything else out in the background and just do this. It is just so nice. Here's some of the shortcuts: quick access, recording, which is what I'm doing right now, screenshots, annotations. It's got cloud stuff, which I don't have right now, but you can save stuff to the cloud. And of course, it's got the about right here. So everything in this app, I love it. I really like the customizability. Check it out. I think there's a free trial of it if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, those are my top 5 apps plus that bonus of CleanShot X, which is really cool. I'm gonna be doing a what's on my Mac video very soon to go over everything. So you probably see all kinds of stuff in here that you're like, what is that? I will go over that soon. So that's all I got for this one, guys. If you liked it, hit it with a big thumbs up. Let me know your favorite apps down below. That's all I got. If you liked the video, like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. Peace.